Come on. Yes. If I go to the website, you'll have mind map. And on that mind map, you can select Python programming fundamentals and you'll get to see this. And we have been talking about functions. You have built-in functions, lambda functions, type of arguments, and all that. We'll get there. And we also have loops, wherein you have finite loops and we have infinite loops. Finite loop is for loop, infinite loop is while loop. Then we have also discussed about break, pass, continue, etc. Okay, and then we also have spoken about the conditional statements. Like you have if statement, if else statements, else if statements, nested if statements, etc. We spoke about all these things. Now let's take this discussion forward. And while we were talking yesterday, I skipped this part of printing the stars because the discussion would take some time. So let's talk about this today, first thing, and then we will get to the functions and we'll continue from the functions where we have left in the previous discussion. Anything that you write after hash is called as a comment. It has no impact on the output. Here we are defining n equal to 6 to get started. Those are the number of stars that we want to print. Let me type it as number of stars. And k equal to n plus 1 gives you the number of spaces that we need. So initially, if n equal to 6, and if k equal to n plus 1, k value will become 7. Then we are creating a for loop. And we are saying I in range of 0, n. If n value is 6, then range of 0, 6 would give you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then for j in range of 0, k, you will get values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What do we want to do? So for I in range of 0, 6 would give all these numbers. So initially it will take the first number. So 5 for I in 0. Initially 0 will get selected. For the 0, it will go to this for loop. For j in 0, what should you print? You need to print space and then end should not be anything. Print space, comma, end equal to no character, nothing. Then you're saying k equal to k minus 1. So initially k equal to 7. Now here, what are you saying? You're updating k value to 6. Then again, it goes to this for loop. For j in range of 0, I plus 1. 0, I is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. Range of 0, 1 would only take 0. Why? The last number is ignored. In Python, the last number is ignored. Then for this, what will happen? It will print star this time and a space, star and a space, and you don't want any end. Then you want to go here and print this. This is a new line character. This is called as carriage return. Right? This is called as carriage return. This is called as new line character. So it will again go to the start. your cursor will go to the start. When it goes to the next line, it will go to the start. And again, this will continue. So what will happen? It will go to the next line and then you go back to the for loop, this part. Then it will now go to j in 1. For j in 1, you want to print a space. Okay, so you print a space. And then you're saying k equal to k minus 1. This k value, again, you're saying decrease it by 1. K becomes now 5. Again, you have a for loop here. For j in range of 0, I plus 1. Now the I value is okay. My bad. Hold on. My bad. Sorry, friends. My bad. Okay. There is slight mistake in my explanation. I have to accept that. Just give me a minute. All right. So now let me explain. My bad. There is a slight mistake in the explanation. Okay. First, what happens is it will go to this for loop. Okay. And it will execute this for loop first. My bad. So first, what you're saying is print a space. Okay. Then you go back to this loop for j in next 1, print another space. Then for j in 2, print another space. For again j in 3, print a space. For j in 4, 5, and 6. You keep printing the different spaces. Because range is 0, 6. All right. Or let me do one thing, friends. I basically, I'm not explaining it in the right way is what I feel. Let me experiment it. Let me experiment it and come back. I don't know why. Multiple times I have explained, but then I don't want to give any wrong explanation at this point of time. So sorry. So let's park this aside. Certainly, I'll get back to you guys maybe in the next class. But just let's park this for now. Okay. Sorry about that. I'll get back to you guys certainly on that. Okay. That's fine. Let's park it aside and then we'll certainly get back to it. Now let us continue from the functions that we have discussed. Here we are defining rectangle area. Okay. And then you're saying width, height. Rectangle area is a user-defined function name. This is a name. You can give any function name of your choice. And you're saying rectangle area. That is the name that you're giving. Once you put colon and click on enter, you'll have an indentation which will be created. Here you want to return width into height. Width into height is what you're returning. And here, what are you saying? Rectangle area, width equal to 1, height equal to 2. When you give this, a positional argument is a name that is not followed by an equal to sign, and it takes the value that you're giving. So here, when you say width equal to 1 and height equal to 0, it would take width equal to 1 and height equal to 2. And then what should it return? Width into height. So let me run it. You get 2 because it is 1 into 2. Okay, next. We are defining another function, which is print max. You can give any name of your choice and you're saying A, comma B. And you're writing your conditional statements within that. If A is greater than B, colon, enter, it gives that indentation, and you can say print A is the maximum value. If A is a maximum value, print this. Else, if A equal to B, print that A is equal to B. Else, print B is maximum. So if you say print 3, 4, what happens is, if 3 is greater than 4, no, this condition is not satisfied. Else, if A equal to B, is 3 equal to 4? No. So this condition is null and void. Else, obviously 3 is less than 4. In that case, it will print that A is less than B. So B, which is 4, is maximum value. Okay, next. Let us say we are defining another function, user-defined function, with the name say. And here you have message and times equal to 1. You're just saying message, comma, times equal to 1. And you want to print message into times. That means if you just say hello, you're passing just one function or one argument, the first one, so that you're saying hello. And it should print message into times. So times equal to 1 by default. By default, it is equivalent to 1. So when you say hello, which is a message into 1, plus times equal to 1. So hence you get this. If you use this function that you've defined and say world, which is a message, comma 5. 5 is the number of times you want to repeat that. Then if you want to print, this is what you get. World, which is the message, times is 5. So you multiply world into 5. You get this world, which will get repeated 5 times. Then we are defining another function. The function names can be anything. This can be FUNC or ABCD, whatever. And here you are passing 3 arguments. A, B equal to 5, C equal to 10. And then you're saying print A is A and B is B and C is C. Then if you say function of 3, 7, when you do that, 3, 7. The first 2 values are taken. It will go to this function. It will say print A is A, right? It will say print A is 3, because that's the first one. Then it will say, and B is 7. And you didn't mention the C value. So it takes and C is this 10. That's the C value. Okay. For this function, that's what happens. Next for this, what will happen is function of 25 comma C equal to 24. Then what does it do? Also the print function comes into picture. So let's include both. So it will say A is the first value, 25, and B value you didn't define. So it will take 5, and B is 5. And C is 24. So you have C24 that comes and gets printed. Next, you have this. So function C equal to 50, A equal to 100 in any order that you give. If you don't maintain any sequence in an order but if you're mentioning the key values A is 100, then what happens is it will automatically go here. It will see in this function, do we have A value? Yes, A is 100. So it prints. And B is, it will go through this and see, is there a B value? No. So it will take the default B value. And C is, it will once again see whether the C value is given. If C value is given, it will print out that. This is this particular function works. Next, you are initializing as x equal to 50, and then you're defining a function. And you're saying that this function should print x. X is the x value. And then you're initializing x value to 2, and then you're saying print, change the local x value to 2. Finally, you want to say x value is still whatever is a statement. So if I were to run it, what is happening? You're saying x equal to 50. But this particular function, you're not returning anything. You just defined 3 statements, but you are not returning anything. If you don't return anything, then it won't move in this way. It will just directly go to this print statement and print the results. Because you're just defining these. And you're nowhere calling the function name in this entire thing. Nowhere we are calling the function name. If you do not call the function name anywhere, the result will be the last line. Here, the last line is print x is still 50 because x is 50. Here, we are calling the function. This function, you're calling it here. Okay, now it works. Since you're initializing x value as 50, then you have written a function. And then you're saying, what does a function do? Function of x. X is 50. So 50, and then this line gets printed. X is 50. Then you're changing x value to 2. Now what does it say? Change local x value to 2. This line gets printed. Why these two are getting printed? Because you're calling this function. Finally, the next, which is x is still 50. Then we have something called as star args. Right? We use this for a variable number of arguments. So you're saying define a function star argv. Then colon enter. Automatically indentation will get created, and then you're writing a for loop. You're saying for arg in this, print this. When you put a star, that means you want variable features. That means when you call this function, you can give multiple arguments. Hello, welcome to 316. So when this happens, if we first look at this hello, for every argument in this, for every argument in this argument, so this, for all those arguments, first it will go to arg in this, and then it's going to print that. Then it will go to this for loop will go to the next argument, and it will print this. Then it will go to this for loop, and it will print this. Then it will again go to the for loop, and then it will print this. Okay. Next, if you give star, that means you can give keyword argument, and you can give the data pertaining to that. For example, say we are defining a specific function called intro. When you say start data colon and enter, you get a space. Okay. You're just saying in a new line, print data type of argument and show what is the type of data that you have. And for the data, what you're doing is for key value in data items, whatever items you define here, you're saying print semicolon e semicolon, but you want the format as key value. So whatever key value pairs you define here, it gets printed. For example, I'm taking this function name and I'm giving keywords and values. Key value. You're giving a key as first name. You're saying value is Sita. Last name is a key. Sharma is a value. Age is key. 22 is value. Phone number is key. This is a value. In that way, you can continue on and on. Okay, you can continue on and on. You can give a lot of key value pairs in that way. So if I were to run it, you get to see the result. So always best practice to give the space. Whenever I don't find that, I kind of feel that it's not in line with the best practice. So let me do that. Okay. Now, if I were to run it, once again, just to show you, this is what happens. When you call this function, these details get printed. First, it will print. It will take a new line. It will create a new line here. And then it types data type of argument. Type is class dictionary. Then you print first name. First name is Sita, because you want key is value. Then last name. So it says key, which will go here. Last name is, the value is Sharma. Then age, this, which is a key, is value is 22. Then phone, which is key, is the value. Then when you run this line of code, it will print these values. First, it will go to this first line. It will execute this data type of argument, and the type is dictionary. Only dictionaries will have key value pairs. So here you have a key and a value. Key and a value. First name is John, is the value. Then last name is Wood, value. Then email, which is key, is value. In that way, country is this, age is this, phone number is this. In that way, all these get printed in this format. Print what you want here, key. And what do you want here? Value. And that is how it gets printed. Next. We'll run this, and then with this we will stop. Okay. You're defining a function and you're saying initial, comma. When you have star, that means you can have variable numbers. Now you can have multiple values. When you have star, that means you need to have key value pair. That is A equal to 10, B equal to 30 in this way. Then you're saying count equal to initial. Whatever this initial value you give in your function. So what we are doing is this print statement aside, you're calling this function and you're saying initial value is 10. So the count will be 10. Okay, count value will be 10. Why? Because initial value is 10. Then this argument will give you variable numbers. Okay, and you're having numbers 1, 2, and 3. So first, it will go to these numbers. For number in numbers, so you have these three numbers, right? Basically, it will go to the first number, 1, and it will run this. So count equal to count plus number. So now count is 10, 10 plus number is 1. So the new count value will be count equal to 11. Then again, it will go to this for loop, number in numbers, it will go to the second number. And count equal to this line, count plus number. So this time, count will be 11. So 11 plus the number is 2, you get 13. So count value is equal to 13. Next, again, it will go to this for loop. For num in numbers, it will go to the third number. And then it will go and execute this line, count equal to count plus number. What is the count? This time it is 13. So 13 plus number is 3, which is nothing but 16. So now the new count value equal to 16. Keep that in mind. Then it will go to this for loop. Let me erase this part. Now the count value, latest count value is 16. Let me erase it. Count equal to 16. Now what happens? It will go to this key in keywords. For this keywords, you have two. Keywords means you need to define key equal to value in this way. When you're saying vegetables equal to 50, fruits equal to 100. Now for key in these keywords, what is the first keyword? This. Then what should it do? It will say count equal to count plus keywords of key. So it will go to the keywords. It will go to the first key, and it will look at the value of that, which is 40. So count plus keywords of key. Okay, so this is the first keyword. In that, this vegetables key is nothing but 50. So it will say 16 plus 50. And now the new count value will be this plus this, which is 66. Now again, it will go to this loop. For key in keywords, this time it is going to pick up the second keyword, which is this. Okay. So again, count equal to 66, and it will take 66 plus keyword is fruit. I mean, this is the keyword that we are interested in of key. Key is fruit. Fruit equal to how much? 100. So this will give me 166. And that is exactly what got printed. Okay, this is what got printed. Now, probably it gives us a good indication to proceed further with this. So for this, first, this part would get executed multiple times. Then you go to the key value. Then you print these multiple times. Once you come out of this loop, your key value gets decreased and you print this. Okay, and then you go to the starting position. Then again, you go back here and then do it. Let us give a try, friends. Let us give a try to understand. If I fail to understand once again, I would stop, and then in the next session, I would certainly try to come up with a better mechanism to explain. Let's give a try. So n equal to 6 and k equal to n plus 1. That means k equal to 7. For I in range of 0, n is 6. So for range of 0, 6 values, what will the entire set of I values be? Let's mention it here. So I will be having value 0 until n is 6. And range of 0, 6, the last value is ignored. So you get 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you get all these values. So let me say 0. Sorry about my screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this part is done. Now this loop for I in 0, that's the first thing. Okay. What happens is it goes to this loop. For j in range of 0, k. This part also will write down. J equal to range of 0, k is 7. So 0, 7. So range of 0, 7, it will give you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This last number is ignored. So j value will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now for j in range of 0. You print space. and don't end with anyone. So you print a space, don't have anything. Then again go back. For j in range of 1, print a space. Okay, again go back. Then for j in 2, again print a space. Go back. For j in 3, print space. Again go back to them. For j in 4, print a space. Go back. For j in 5, print a space. Again go back. For j in 6, print a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces are there. Okay, that's all we do. We are just printing spaces. Once this is done, you're saying k equal to k minus 1. So k value, which was 7, becomes k equal to 6 now. All right, keep it there. Let's keep it there. Then you're going to the next loop. What are you saying here? For j in range of 0, I plus 1. So this, zero comma 1. Okay, so range of 0, I plus 1. I is what? First I value is 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1. Range of 0, 1 will give you 0. Okay, only 0. So this now j value would be only 0. So only for one j value, what do you want to do? You want to print a star. Star and then space. And that's it, end it. Then print carriage return goes to the starting line. There's a starting line. Now what happens? Finish, loop is finished. Again, it will go to this for loop. This time what it does is, remove all this. For I in 1. Okay, for I in 1, it will go to the for loop. So all these will get traversed. For j in 0, now j in range of 0, k. Now this k value is 6, not 7. So range of 0, k would be, k is 6, right? 0, 6 would be, the last number will be ignored. So 0 until 5. So this is 0, 6. 0, 6. It will give you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the 6 won't be there. Let me remove that. So for j in 0, print a space. For again, it will go back. For j in 1, print a space. Then again for j in 2, you want to print a space. Then for j in 3, you want to print a space. Then for j in 4, you want to print a space. And end should not be any space, right? End equal to no space. Now again, j in 5, print space and don't end with anything. This is done. This for loop is done. You exhausted everything. Now change the k value to k equal to 5. So k equal to now 6 minus 1, which is 5, the new k value. Okay, let's go to this. Now for j in range of 0, I plus 1. I is 1. So I plus 1 means 2. So it'll become range of 0, 2. That means you'll have 0 and 1. The last number is ignored. That's why you don't have it. So here you'll have 0, 1, the j value. 1. Now for j in 0, print a star and space and a space. Then again go back to this loop. For j in 1, print star and space. So this and this are done. That's how it's appearing. Okay. Now let's go back. I mean, if you run this line, again, it will come to the starting position. Now let's redo a few things. Let me remove all these things. Let me remove everything. Let me restart this journey yet again. Okay. Now for I in range of 0, n, you'll have all these. Now for I in 2. So 0 is done, 1 is done. Now for I in 2. For j in range of 0, k, k value is now 5. K value now became 5. 0, 5. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 only. 5 won't be there. Last number is ignored. This last number won't be there. Now let's start. For j in 0, print a space. N should not be anything. So you're not giving anything at there. Then go back. For j in 1, print a space. For j in 2, print a space. Then for j in 3, print space. For again, it will go back. J in 4, print a space. All right, done. So this loop is done for loop. Next, it will change the k value. K equal to k minus 1, k equal to 5. So the new k value will become 4 because it is 5 minus 1. Then what do? For j in range of 0, I plus 1. I is 2. 2 plus 1 would be 3. So for this I plus 1, you get 3. Three means 0, 1, and 2. So write down j equal to 0, 1, and 2. Now let's start. For j in 0, print star. So the next will be star and space. Star and then space. Then again go back. For j in 1, print star and space. Print star and space. Then again print a star and a space. Then for j in 2, print star space. Print a star and a space. This line is also done. Okay. Now when you say print carriage return, it will again come back to line 1. Okay. So here that indentation, the output, where does it start? That was, I didn't have clarity. So that's why, initially the discussion, I could not explain well. Now I think I nailed it. Now it will go back to this for loop. For I in range of, this time it will go to the next one, which is 3. For j in range of 0, k. 0, k. What is the k value now? 4. That means 0, 1, 2, 3 only. Last number would be ignored. So here you'll have 0, 1, 2, 3. So for j in 0, print space. Nothing should be in the end. Again, for j in 1, print a space. Again, go back to the loop. For j in 2, print a space. Go back to the loop. For j in 3, you print a space. And this is done. This loop is done. Then next, decrease the k value this time. K equal to k minus 1. So k equal to 4 minus 1. New k value will be 3. Then for j in range of 0, comma I plus 1. If I is 3, 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 will be 4. Zero comma 4. So you get 0, 1, 2, 3. So you get 0, 1, 2, 3. Then now this loop gets executed. For j in 0, print star and space. Print a star and a space. Then go back to this. For j in 1, print star space. Again for j in 2, print star and space. Then for j in 3, print star and space. So this line is done. Okay, 2 more things and then I think we'll be done. So now again, carriage return would get back the cursor to the initial path. Again, it goes to the for loop, this time n equal to 4. And for j in range of 0, comma k, now the new k value is 3. So if the new k value is 3, you'll have only 0, 1, 2. So you'll have only 0, 1, and 2. Okay, then it processes the same thing. For j in 0, space. For j in 1, print a space. For j in 2, print a space. This is done. Now k equal to k minus 1. K is already 3. K minus 1 would take it to 2. Then for j in range of 0, comma I plus 1, I is 4. 4 plus 1 will be 5. Okay, it will be 5. 0, comma 5 means to give you 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So how many stars? If it processes it this way, you'll have 5 stars. Do you have 5 stars here? Yes. Beginning from here, star and space. Additional space. Then star and space, then star and space, then star and space. In that way, you'll have 5 stars. Then carriage return will take it to the next line. Again, go back here for I in the last one, 5. For j in range of 0, comma k, k is 2 now. If k is 2, it will be only 0 and 1. So go back. For j equal to 0, print a space. Then again for j equal to 1, print a space. Done. Stop. Then k equal to k minus 1. This time k equal to k minus 1 means if you reduce it by 1, you get k equal to 1. Okay. Then for j in range of 0, comma I plus 1, I is already 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So it will be j equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then print star and space. Go back. For 0, it is done. For 1, print star and space. Again, for 2, star space. For 3, star space. Go back to the loop. For 4, star and space. Again, go back to the loop. For 5, star and space. Okay, so you'll have 6 stars. There we go. Now again, you go to the starting position. Then again, go here. For loop ends. All the numbers are exhausted. So it will come out of the loop and thereby give you this particular triangle shaped star representation. Once again, sorry, I could not explain it at the start of the session, but I believe now you all are happy with the explanation. Okay, such a lengthy explanation existed, hence in the previous class I didn't take. But somewhere while I was explaining the initially while I was explaining this, probably I was off card because since morning I've been delivering training, I'm a little exhausted. So that could be the reason, the best reason I could think about. Yeah, think of. All right, friends. So I'll stop here for now. And when we connect on Monday, we are going to talk more. Until then, thank you so much. Bye and have a good weekend. Thank you all, friends.